It's a kind of horror that is worse than like in the movies.
You are going to die.
So today we're going to be talking about The Nightmare, which is actually something new for me to talk about. It's kind of like a documentary style film. I haven't actually delved into the documentary world as far as reviews go. If you want me to do that, then I will. But this one actually is portrayed as kind of half documentary, half horror movie, in my opinion, so I thought I'd review it. It's a new film that recently came out on Netflix. It came out this year, and it says it's about the troubling sleep disorder, sleep paralysis. Is it really about that? Not scientifically. It basically is set up as interviews from people from all over the world explaining what they experience when they go through sleep paralysis. And it was very interesting in that aspect because I personally have never experienced it. I know it can be quite horrifying, obviously, based on the testimonials from the people in this movie. What it lacked, though, was a background or scientific explanation for sleep paralysis. It was kind of them interviewing people and them giving their opinion of sleep paralysis. It wasn't very scientific from that kind of background, which it is a very scientific thing, and that's one of the things that really bothered me about this film. Towards the end it kind of took a religious turn, and I think, you know, there's a time and a place, and if that's what they believe, that's totally fine, but at the same time you cannot discount that that's your brain's activity doing that, and your body. It is not the work of God or demons. Granted, that's my opinion, but I feel very strongly in that. I'm studying psychology, and for me it's very scientific. The psychology is a soft science, but it's a science. You know, we don't know everything, but also coming from an atheist, I think, you know, it just was too spiritual for me. All that being said, I really loved this movie. If you go into it with the mindset of you're watching a horror movie, it's awesome. It's not very informative as a documentary. It's interesting to listen to people's stories, and to see the graphics and everything was really cool. I think they did a really good job. So I would go into it with that mentality of like you're watching a scary movie or just something that's kind of going to be interesting, not very informative, but kind of horrifying at the same time. I thought some of it was really very scary. Some of the imagery was really scary, and I loved it. I was not expecting it to be that well done, nor was I expecting to be that afraid. I mean, I wasn't like terrified, but I wasn't expecting it to be that horrific. I thought it was going to be kind of like dramatizations that weren't very believable, like what you see on TV shows. But the dramatizations were actually really well done, and the actors were really good at portraying the sleep disorder, and I found it fascinating. I've read online from a lot of people who actually have sleep paralysis that this movie is horrible. So maybe if you do have it, you might go in with a more critical mindset that maybe this is going to explain something or be an accurate portrayal, but it is just their experiences, and I think it's good for people to watch who don't experience it. So someone who maybe has sleep paralysis may not enjoy this movie as much because they might be a little bit more like, well, no, that's not how it is, or something like that, whereas someone like me who's never experienced it, I think it would be a good look into what the experience might feel like. Even though it may not be the most accurate, it still gives an idea about it. Kind of everything that I wanted to talk about that film is kind of short and sweet, but I really liked it as a film in general, and as a little bit of a documentary. Just don't go in expecting to learn a lot or anything. Maybe you learn more about the experience of what sleep paralysis is like, but you don't actually learn about it from a scientific perspective, which that would be a really cool film. As a psychology student, I would watch that. I would definitely love that. So let me know your thoughts on this and sleep paralysis in general down below, and also any movie requests. If you want me to review documentaries, leave some requests down below, what kind and which ones you want me to review, and I hope you enjoy, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Somebody's on the roof.
What's just happened?
Brandy, stay back.